So talking about the new Pixel Plus UI, which is just released latest, maybe some for some devices it's released yesterday, for some devices it's just released 1 or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. This is Pixel Plus UI version 3.7, which is based on Android version 11. I have installed it on my devices running Redmi Note 8 device and like this Redmi Note 9 Pro. This is a Miyatool build, this is a Redmi Note 8 build, this is available for other devices also. We're going to talk about the things which you get in this both of the devices, what are the slight changes and some huge interesting changes which you get in Pixel Plus UI. First of all, talking about the default UI and default wallpaper, I set the default wallpaper to this one to both of the devices, but by default you don't get this wallpaper in both of the devices. In one device you have this wallpaper, in second device you have the live wallpapers, but we're not going to talk about that, which is a basic thing. First of all, these are the apps and normal things you get here. Talking about the normal quick settings panel, the quick settings panel looks quite good here. You can customize these things, by the way, even though the blur, as you can see, which you can simply disable it if you want to, and after disabling the blur you need to reboot your device to make that effect. But things are quite good. If you enable the blur you might face some a little bit of lags, but that's not the major issue. Talking about the default wallpaper in Redmi Note 8, you have this on device wallpaper and not any kind of live wallpaper. All these apps, all these wallpapers are still wallpapers, but compared to this Redmi Note 9 Pro build, which is a Miyatool build, here you have these live wallpapers available, and live wallpaper is the default wallpaper, but you don't get that still wallpaper pre-installed. The default wallpaper in Redmi Note 8 was different, but Redmi Note 9 Pro does not have that default wallpaper. Even though in settings they've changed the UI, as you can see now at the top they have shown you like hello Karan and hello tag and like this. Other things are quite simple. Also they've changed some little bit of other things which we're going to talk about, but the settings homepage UI is redesigned, looks better, by the way. Honestly speaking, it's quite good. Also, if you move on to the battery section, and it contains the Oxygen OS style battery icon and battery usage and this kind of graph. As you can see, it's inspired from Oxygen OS 11, so if you have ever used Oxygen OS 11 you might love this thing. In the terms of other options, as you can see, large text display and timeout, and also it includes one of the biggest change, includes the Android 12 style switches. As you can see, these switches are inspired from Android version 12. In Android version 12 beta versions which are already available, you get these kind of switches, and so as in this room you also have these kind of switches available for you. And yes, these switches looks better. These switches are available on everywhere, and also includes the new volume panel which looks quite good. And the thing we have selected is the shape shift. How this is looking like, let's just see. This is how it's looking like. It's also from Android version 12. So basically Pixel Plus UI latest update comes with Android 12 features, basically. Yes, and it comes very interesting. It's working perfectly fine. I'm using from some time. It has full feel of Android version 12 alongside with the stability and some interesting features. Tried and testing on other devices also, this was working perfectly fine. So one of the perfect builds out there called Pixel Plus UI, which you should definitely give it a try on your device if you're looking to install something different. As you can see, this, it also has some fluency, so yes, no lags and nothing else. By the way, I tried and tested on Redmi Note 8 and Redmi Note 9 Pro. The things should work on other devices and things should be same on other devices also. Talking about the security, which means a DRM info, or what about the L1 or L3 in Redmi Note 8? Unfortunately the security level is L3, but in Redmi Note 9 Pro, basically a Miyatool device, includes L1. So yes, you need to keep this thing in your mind. In Redmi Note 9 Pro you will see the L1 certificate, but in Redmi Note 8 unfortunately this contains L3. And also default camera, as you just saw. Talking about the CPU throttling test, which matters a lot for some of the users. So talking about the CPU throttling test in both of the devices, I have tested both in both of the devices about the CPU throttling test, which doesn't contain the major difference. both of the devices has very good kind of score. Let's just talk about at least for 1 minute. I'm not gonna share about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, just gonna talk about 1 minute. As you can see, in Redmi Note 8 just got only one time a simple single drain for maybe 1 second, but in Redmi Note 9 Pro it was almost stable. So in Redmi Note 9 Pro it's quite stable. Of course, it's just little bit of different device from Redmi Note 8. This was all.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air.